Animal has escaped. Call the vet. No, it hasn't. It's paused. It's okay, guys. Look, they're just hovering in midair. They're fine. They'll be okay. Well, hello, Bob Dendry here, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. So last week we built this lovely little platypus enclosure, and I mean, there's some changes I'd like to make. There's a few things that look really bad, as you can probably see, right here. But I'm keen to jump in and continue building our zoo, continue building our lovely Australian little section of the zoo. So yeah, let's jump in. So in between episodes, in between sort of last episode and this episode, all of our baby capybaras all grew up, and it was just mayhem. They were all running into each other, all having fights. So I have put a fair few in our trade center, and I will be releasing them and also adopting some of them off as well throughout the episode. You may not see that though, it'll probably get skipped. Other than that, we do have a big litter problem in the zoo, which I noticed when I took the cover photo for our last episode. So I'm going to quickly hire a few janitors, and we're also going to get some more bins in as well to try and hopefully take care of that issue. Alright, so we've put a few more bins down, and we've also hired a couple more caretakers as well. So hopefully they'll be keeping the zoo lovely and clean moving forward. We also have a VIP, so let's go say hello to them. Hello. Fantastic. And so let's have a look at our platypus enclosure. Couple of things. First of all, these facilities don't have any power, so we're going to need to get I think it's a transformer down there. Yep. But before we do that, we need to fix this fence situation. It doesn't look great. So I'm going to quickly pause the game because we are going to be sort of releasing our platypuses into the area. So what I'm going to do, we will edit this barrier. I'm going to actually delete quite a few panels, and you'll see why in a sec. In fact, I'm probably just going to delete everything aside from this front bit here, I think. Animal has escaped. Call the vet. No, it hasn't. It's paused. It's okay, guys. Look, they're just hovering in midair. They're fine. They'll be okay. Okay, we've also got our other donation bin, which we'll put over here. And then we also have this education point, which we didn't actually set up properly in the last episode. So we will be fixing that. Okay, perfect. And we need to set a species up. Cool. Alrighty. Cool. So our platypuses are once again back in their environment. We might need to slightly fix things, maybe. The terrain, we just need to quickly fix it back up because we've got too much grass again. So I'll just quickly fix that and then we'll move on. Alright, they're back. Oh, we've got a donation bin just sitting in the middle here. Yeah, probably move that one. right there. Cool. Okay, so what are we going to be working on next? We've got a nice big area over here that we could build something in. And if we have a look at our Zoopedia, let's have a look and see what we could do. All right, and we've got the red kangaroo. I think it would be really cool if they actually added grey kangaroos as well, which you actually see way more often in zoos, but it's okay. I'm pretty happy with a nice big kangaroo enclosure. It's interesting, the red kangaroo, least concerned they are. I mean, they cull them in some cases. But I think it's interesting that they put population in the wild before the 2019 fire season. I want to see if koalas have the same thing. They do, and I mean, the 2019 called the Black Summer bushfires, we pretty much went from Black Summer straight into COVID. So we had so much happened in Australia in such a short period of time. But Black Summer decimated bushland here and caused a lot of people lost their homes, some people lost their lives, and a lot of animals were killed as well as part of these fires. So it's a really major thing that occurred back then, and it seems so long ago now, after COVID for 2 years, but it was only 2 years ago that it happened. But anyway, so if we look at our habitat, we need 3 meter high grade 3 fences. They don't require any water or climbing, anything like that, but we will have some water in there, I think. And we're going to do this as a bit of a walk-through enclosure. Quite common for you to be able to walk in and hang out with the kangaroos. Some places you can even get little like ice cream cones that have special food for them, so you can actually go and feed the kangaroos. So yeah, really cool. And we're going to get started on an enclosure so people can go in and do that. Alrighty, so we're going to go with some, I'm thinking probably some steel mesh, or a mixture of steel mesh and logs, I think. Bianca, don't inbreed. Why are you doing this? So let's get that set up to start with. It's going to be quite a large area, I think. And with sort of plenty of opportunities for people to hang out with the kangaroos and walk through, feed them, do all that wonderful stuff. It needs to be 3 meters tall as well. Because they can jump quite high, kangaroos, obviously. That probably goes without saying, doesn't it? Alright, so we're going to build a bit of a sort of like an airlock. It's obviously not an airlock, but we're going to build it like one, just so you don't sort of get stuck. All right, so we're building a bit of a sort of an airlock, but not quite. So it's a bit of like an antechamber sort of thing. So you have guests who can come in and not like let the kangaroos out when they're walking in. Hopefully that works in game. I think I'm actually going to change a lot of this to steel. I think, to be honest, I think it's a little bit better to have this set up as a steel mesh. So then you can actually like see in and see the animals. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Alrighty, and we just need to set up a bit of a path for our guests to use now. I think I'm going to use a sort of a dirt or a gravelly path, not asphalt like we have here. And we're going to set it up as a bit of a meandering sort of path. Natural curb that marks your terrain with curb markers. I think I quite like that. And we're just going to have this as sort of just around the place. And then people can exit probably right here, I would say. And our staff need more staff rooms. Copy that. Something we'll need to keep in mind. I'm just going to finish this off first though. So what do you usually have in a kangaroo enclosure? A lot of rocks. You also have sort of barriers so the roos can rest away from the guests, and they're usually quite well defined. That like this is an animal resting area, do not go here, sort of thing. I think we've got some cool sort of Australian style shelters that oh wow, that's massive. That probably provide a lot of sort of resting opportunity. I reckon maybe over in this corner is going to be good for that. Oh, what happened? So we have a look. Yeah, got lovely big area where our roos can hang out. Get some large or extra large even bedding areas. Yep, I think that's cool. I think we're going to have a lot of sort of rocky areas and stuff like that. And yeah, I think we might have a bit of a stream running through as well. Alright, what I'm going to do here, we're going to just push this in a little bit here. And just sort of push it through all the way. We might use the flatten to foundation tool, just sort of push it through to the other side. And then we can just smooth it out a little bit as well on the sides. Alright, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add water in here. Valid. Then what I'm actually going to do, I think, is we'll put a few rocks up here and we might put a little waterfall in as well. There we go, so we got a little bit of a waterfall here. I think that's pretty cool. What we might do is just sort of take our barrier around, maybe or through the waterfall. Actually, no, I think it's fine like that. I think it's okay. And then we'll just fix up our barrier on this side as well. And then we will build a little bridge over the top here as well. Alright, we might take it a different way then. And instead we'll have our exit at the other side. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, we just need to get in some sort of interesting things for our kangaroos to be playing with and hanging out with. We might actually see if we can get a few in. So once again, we get a decent sort of idea of what they're wanting and what they'll, you know, accept. So we'll head over to animal trading and see if we can pick up any. Wow. So people are just not adopting them, or at least they're so popular that they're getting snapped up before I can see them. So we will have to purchase some then. And then we can, I guess, you know, if we need to, we can sell them off later. How many do we need again? I think we need a few, don't we? Oh, 2 to 10. Okay. 1 male only, though. So we need to keep that in mind. We do only have 1 male purchase, so that is good. Oh, we also need a keeper entry as well, don't we? So we might see if we can sort of pop this around the back there. Oh, it's snowing in the zoo here. That's no good. Probably no good for our platypus. How you doing in this weather? Fine, actually. At the moment, anyway. Oh. Doesn't like the snow in the habitat, though. I'm sure they'll just go hang out in their burrow. I think we did actually have a baby. Yeah, we have. Got a little baby there. Very nice. I'm sure our kangaroos are loving the snow. Yeah, just hanging out, been hanging out, boys. I'm pretty sure you probably would actually find kangaroos in the snow, in the like snowy mountains area. I reckon you probably would. But a good thing is it's a nice big area, which is good. They got enough hard shelter, and we won't worry about terrain right now until it finishes snowing. But we can sort of get them some more coverage and stuff like that, get them some enrichment, some food. So yeah, we'll get a couple of food things around the place. I wonder if they can cross water. I don't know, it's very shallow water, so hopefully they can. Otherwise, I guess they can just use the guest path like everyone else. Yeah, we've got a few water pipes we'll get around the place as well. And in terms of enrichment, what do we have? We've got heaps of stuff for them, that's good. And we'll just sort of scatter them about. Don't know if they'd like a snowball, to be honest. That's probably... They don't really enrich much. They're pretty chill sort of animals. So we'll just get a few things around the place, though. Oh, straight over. Oh, yes. Excellent. Okay, that's good. And we need some toy enhancement as well. Toy enrichment, I should say. Get some colourful balls. Giggity. Yeah, this is the sort of thing you expect from kangaroos, to be honest. They're very confident. They don't really care about humans too much. So they will come up to you. They will try and take your stuff. They may potentially try and kick you if you're too annoying, but generally speaking, they're pretty all-round chill animals. I feel like we should have 3 in here, but we've only got 2, so have we forgotten to put one in? Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. So we do have 3 kangaroos there. Excellent. They're just hanging out. It's being cool people all around. I assume they can cross the path, hopefully. And now it's stopped snowing, we can also make sure we can get the terrain and all that sort of... Okay, it's pretty well covered off, actually. They don't really need to do much there. But we will get some trees down. I reckon they probably need a little bit more coverage than that. They do like resting under a tree on a hot day, especially. But we'll just see what we've got available. Get a few sort of eucalyptus type trees around the place. Oh yeah, that is a classic kangaroo sort of stance. They just love having a lying down. They just love lying down, and yeah, that's pretty much what you'd see at a zoo. Okay, what's the problem there? Okay, our eucalyptus trees are actually not appropriate. Okay. Our rainbow eucalyptus trees anyway. So we'll get those out of the way then. Okay, but the stringy wood are okay. So what are they, like desert and grasslands trees? So I think these corkwood trees are okay as well. They're desert, but I want something a little bit bigger. Cool. Okay, I think that's a nice little start on this exhibit, and we can probably get some keeper talks and stuff in here as well. We might get some donation boxes down. Alright, well that is going to be about it for this episode, so I hope you've enjoyed our little kangaroo build we've put down here, and I hope you've enjoyed the changes we made to our platypus habitat to make it just a bit nicer and less janky. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you get a ding to your device the next time I post a video. You can find links to my social media in the description, so please get on there, like, follow, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff. You'll also find a link to the Discord if you want to join the conversation. Hop on there, and I'm always happy to have a chat about pretty much anything. Also, there's a link to my Buy Me a Coffee should you want to give something financial to the channel. But until next time, I'm Bob Dendry, this is Planet Zoo. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.